Alright, so here today we are back on Fairy Tail Fierce Fight. Today we're going to be answering the question that a lot of players have been asking me. Basically that being, hey Go, listen buddy, there's 2 banners active. Why the hell are there 2 banners active? Now that there are 2 banners active, what do I do? Which banner do I pick? Which is the better character to go for? I did go through and test out the character that I knew I wanted. So this is how it works, alright? I played or I saw the CN version and I saw basically what they decided as good characters, because as time progresses, there are characters that will release. And a lot of those characters will release to be very, very busted. And when those characters are released to be very, very busted, some characters right now will in fact get power crept. You have to realize that happens with gacha games. That is like a very big gacha game thing, that power creep is real. It is. In this game, is it real? Kind of. It is real. So when I did look into it, I did look into like some CN guides, and I did talk to some players who played CN, and we kind of came to a conclusion that yeah, we know what is the characters that release to be better than current characters, right? So first, let's talk about who's coming soon. Yeah, let's talk about that. Hop over here, go down. There's going to be a lot of characters in a lot of categories. You have a strength character being Gildarts. You have a red character being the female character, basically, right? That's on recruit. So there is that. Now, when it comes to the one blue character we have, that's the strength character being Gildarts again. As you see, moving forward, you don't really run into that many blue characters of the sort. Currently in the game, you have, like, if you are pulling, right, there's a strength character being there, Hot Eye, right? He does exist. But again, if you look at it, there's not that many strength characters that are there. But there are characters that are released of that blue typing that literally just do good. Just do very good. So characters in the future that will kind of do better than him are entirely Jalal and Loxus. They're kind of doing what Gildarts does in a way. Yes, Gildarts is a strength character. Yes, Gildarts does this. Yes, Gildarts does that. But Gildarts will get to a point where I don't know if he's gonna be the best of the best, right? I've seen a lot of players always run this character in tower, right? And then in also PvP. So this character did make a lot more of a survival thing when it comes down to it. Gildarts, sadly, how he is structured, just doesn't end up being a good character because, again, who comes after and how they just kind of do what he does, but they do it better in a way, right? Again, all characters can do good. That is true. That is very true. It's just, if you like his playstyle, go for it. Always test the character. You can, by the way, test the character. Just hop over here to the wizard book, go down, click the character, and hit skill preview. Again, we can read through his skills also as we do it, but these are his attacks. Honestly, I don't know. It's not, in my book, the character that I was going for. He is a pretty good character, I'm not going to lie there. His ultimate is like a straight attack here, so just a little bit of a thing that I also personally don't like. I like it when it's more AoE, because again, in like, maybe in PvP, Gildarts would be better there, but in a lot of the tower stages, you're getting overwhelmed a lot. So there is that, but when it comes to this character, again, that's the one that I would say is the better option. But again, I'll read through the skill kit for Gildarts here to kind of give it to you as an idea there. But again, Gildarts jumps into the air and pounds the ground, dealing earth damage equal to that percentage, MTAC, which is 105 to enemies within a small range in front. Over here, Gildarts unleashes a crushing force field, dealing earth, basically again damage, equal to 52% of his max attack plus 126 to enemies with a small range in front. Within a small range, so there's that, a small range. Over here, fight back. We have Gildarts creates a force field to protect himself, dealing earth max damage equal to 24, then max attack plus 58 to enemies within a small range around him, granting himself crush shield. Block damage equal to 384 plus 5% of max HP. Lasts for 15 seconds. When you switch from a wizard with the status to another wizard, the latter wizard inherits the status, and its remaining time, the status is regarded as shield. Not bad. This attack's pretty good. Fight back is pretty good. Truth. Gildarts gathers magical power in his fist and unleashes it, dealing earth max damage equal to 89% max attack plus 208 to enemies with a large range in front. Casting the skill also grants control immunity for 1. That's the ultimate. So again, it's like a straight range. It's a long range attack, but again, it's just straight. So keep that in mind. Crush shield inflicts reduce all element defense on surrounding enemies. Okay, it's not bad actually. When Gildarts is leader, all allied wizards will gain enhanced earth defense at the start of battle. Increases earth defense by 15%. That's okay. Not the best there, but this is the crush magic. What is it? Damage reduction, 12/12, fight back, grants all our, what is it, reduced damage taken. Gildarts, what is it, skills and basic attacks, deals an additional earth max damage equal to 2% of his HP there. So, I mean, for what it is as a kit, it's not a bad one, right? You read this kit, I don't know, personally, this kit resonated with me much more. So the character leaves and attacks enemies in front, dealing wind, P damage equal to 100% of the P attack, 798 to enemies within a straight line, while granting herself enhanced P attack. That is basically increased P attack by 22% for 4 seconds. Over here from Back from Hell, we have she swings the sword to launch multiple sword waves forward, dealing again wind P damage equal to 157% of attack plus 1260 to enemies within a small range, which is granting herself a shield. The shield will shriek, or the sword will shriek upon inflicting silent, and then again casting also gives you control immunity. Shield block damage equal to that much percent for 3 seconds. Silent cannot cast for 0.15 seconds. Over here, she performs an upward strike and then launches multiple rapid shadow rushes, dealing wind damage equal to 167% of the P attack, plus 1344 to enemies within a large range in front of her. The sword will shriek upon sheathing, which is again silent and control immunity over there. This is the, I think, ultimate, right? Or this is the ultimate. Gathers around a flame, basically. It bursts around an instant, unleashes the attack there, dealing fire damage equal to 57%, 182 to enemies within a large range around her. The skill will trigger up to 8 stacks of sword sigil, which each stack dealing that much damage, 2.5%. Casting the skill also gives you control immunity for 1.4 seconds. So there is that. There's all these things over here which you can read through. She's the leader, gives intimidate, which is again, she reduces the attack speed by 18% and movement speed by 18%, which this is actually a pretty big thing. So just keep that in mind. Over here, Back from Hell, and that has a 40% chance to apply Sword of Sigil when it hits enemies. So keep that in mind. That's the same thing from above. And then over here, upon entering, gain enhanced HP. Your max HP increases by 10%. So it's not bad, but keep in mind this is a pretty solid character. Increase sword sigil inflicted by the sword up to 2 stacks, and the upper limit of the sword sigil to 16 stacks, and then can trigger 16 stacks of the sword sigil. So I do think this character shines more in my fullest opinion, and I did see her kind of last when it comes to when it comes to endgame more so, or as time progresses. There's other characters that will do what kind of Gildarts does, but just do it better in a way, and there's just much more stronger characters in that regard. But I have seen this character survive both in PvP and in other stuff, so I do think that she kind of is the more summon in my opinion. But again, everyone tests differently, everyone likes a character differently. You could try it and see it. A lot of players that I did see make like CN tier lists back in the day, they kind of always rated Gildarts very low. And they said like there are better characters. That's like the same thing, right? And it's just, that's what it is. So again, let me know what you think, right? It's just kind of where it starts. But there are better characters that come out, and it's fully up to you. It's fully up to you. I do think that Jalal is more so a character to go versus Gildarts, but again, who knows? So yeah, that's where I currently stand. But you know, regardless of anything though, are these two worth it? If you want to, Jalal is just like a broken character too. So if you want to just save for Jalal, or even Loxus, both are just busted. I know that they're busted, but it's fully up to you on that again, regard. It's, if you want to summon, you could summon. I think that she is the better summon. Versus the two, she is the better summon in my opinion. But again, there is Jalal, there is Loxus. Both those characters are there. But in my opinion, she is a very good character. And again, she's going to help you in both content being challenge, going through tower, going through all this stuff over here. In PvP, if you're trying to play PvP like competitively, this Jalal I think is actually very good in that. So kind of a character to kind of aim for, or again, look towards, right? That is definitely the case there. But it depends. Depends on where you are. And depends on what you want to play. Like, do you care about PvP? That's not like a matter to you. Then any character, after being built heavily, can cook, right? That's like the biggest notion of it all. So it depends on what you want to play, depends on how you want to do things. But yes, my character I went for is this. That's what I would recommend to any free-to-play player. I would also recommend that if you don't like these characters and these playstyles aren't yours, try the playstyles. See how the playstyles are. You may not like the playstyles. If you don't like the playstyles, you can always swap in for a different character later on, that being like Jalal, that being like Loxus. Those characters are really good, but I would say she is damn good. Okay? Thanks for watching. Take care. I summon, so if you want to do it that way, you can. But I think that if you summon, you're not making a mistake by any means. It is worth it in my fullest regards. It is a good character. So keep that in mind. That's it.